US healthcare sector has been in positive territory year to date, but it still has underperformed S&P 500 slightly. If you look at the subsectors, the biotech and the managed care companies are the draggers, while pharmaceutical companies as a group has outperformed. And the medtech and life science tools companies are performing in line with the sector. Unsurprisingly, the two large pharma companies who have commercialized GLP-1 drugs have outperformed the sector and overall index by a large gap. More than 10 years ago, the first generation of GLP-1 drugs were approved to treat type 2 diabetes. And about 3-4 years ago, the second generation of GLP-1 drugs were approved for obesity indication. Right now, there are dozens of developments ongoing for other indications, including cardiovascular, sleep apnea, even including Alzheimer's. If you look at obesity, it has affected a large population group. In US only, there are 42% of adults are obese and 22% of young children are obese. And globally, there are more than 700 million people are considered obese. Another factor is the impressive weight loss effect this current generation of GLP-1 have achieved. Patient can lose 15 to 20% in a year, which is getting close to what bariatric surgery can achieve previously. And if you look at all the factors together, that translates into a massive market potential. Current consensus is forecasting more than $100 billion for this drug class by the end of the decade. From an investment thesis perspective, obesity treatment, it's much more friendly for generalists to understand compared to other therapeutics areas like immunology or oncology. And also the impressive share performance since a year ago for the two large pharma companies are also attracting more mainstream attention. I think the first one coming to mind is tolerability and durability. A survey was showing about 20% of patients cannot tolerate GLP-1s because of the gastrointestinal side effects. And it's also showing only about 35% of GLP-1 users are still on the drug after a year. The second issue is the quality of weight loss. When people are losing weight fast, they're losing both fat and lean muscles. And when they are stopping the drugs and gaining back some of the weight, it will be mainly fat. So it's making their body composition worse. This, especially for older patients, it's very hard for them to ever gain the muscles back, which could be very dangerous. The third one will be compliance. For some of the patients, injectable is not the first choice if they're considering a weight loss drug. And also the dosage right now is a weekly injectable. Some patients were wishing they could have a less frequent sort of treatment. And the fourth one will be maintenance. So the problem right now is after people get off the drug, they will gain some weight back. And if people do not really want to do injectables for the rest of their life, if they don't have to. So maintaining the longer term weight loss effect is still an issue here. In addition to the two large pharma companies who already have commercialized products, there are more than a handful of smaller biotech or large cap companies are having their own GLP-1 pipelines, trying different mechanism of actions, having more than 70 programs ongoing right now. So this space is definitely getting more crowded.